Coach, that was a remarkable turnaround there in the third quarter. I mean, you guys really used your defense to generate some offense. Is that what you were looking for as you were heading into that quarter? And what was with the start, changing your starting lineup there too?
Yeah, we just felt we were flat and we needed a jolt of energy. So we wanted to change it up, and we got going, and it started with the defense, and then we started sharing the ball and spraying it out, and we got some good looks, and we made shots.
Mark Furman?
Yeah, Tom, I'm sorry. What was the final decision for you to start Taj and Derek, and what did Taj mean with the grit that he...
Well, we started out slowly, and then our bench came in and played pretty good, and then we closed the second quarter slowly. So I just wanted to change it up. I felt like we had to do something different, and that's why you have a bench. And those guys came in and they played great, and I thought they played great in the first half. So I wanted to give us a different look, and it was a plus.
Hey, Popper.
Hey Tom, some of the guys have talked about the adrenaline and maybe trying to do too much. Just what did the columns of Derek do for you guys today?
Well, both he and Taj have been in a number of playoff games, so I think they understand it. We have some guys that haven't been in playoff games, and they'll get better as we go. There's only one way to get experience, and that's you got to get it. So each game, I think they'll get better. I think you learn from each game. You learn from each situation. But I think the fact that those guys have been in big games before, is a big plus for our team.
Steph Bondi.
Tom, just on Reggie Bullock, not only hitting those shots in the fourth quarter, but also his defense. What did you get from him tonight?
A lot, and that's sort of like what he's an unsung hero on the team, on our team. His defense, his shooting, I think just having more shooting on the floor helps Julius. So now you got to play him honestly, and that changes things. But I think his size is a big plus. And then with Young, he's a great player. So there's no one steady anything that's gonna stop him. You just got to try to make him work for his points. And they have a lot of shooting around them, and it requires great effort on every play.
Respect.
Tom, with the team coming from behind so many times this year during the regular season, do you think that experience was important tonight and came into play?
Well, I would prefer that wasn't the case, but it's our reality. But that's sort of the nature of the league, and whatever your circumstances are, you have to have a will and determination that you can overcome it, and whatever's necessary, that's what you have to do. So we always say, find a way to win. Whatever we have to do. If it's 5 stops in a row, it's 5 stops in a row. If it's 5 scores in a row, it's 5 scores. And I thought guys made hustle plays, and oftentimes that's the difference. There's a small difference between winning and losing, and we saw that in game 1, and tonight was the same. You have to play for 48 minutes. They're a great team.
Brian Mahoney.
Tom, what changed for Julius in the second half? Is there anything strategically you told him to do differently, or did he just pick it up himself somehow?
Yeah, listen, Julius is terrific. His rebounding has been great. I thought as the game went on, he started to see things better. And as is the case with Julius, each game he'll get better. And he's seen all these defenses before. Just be patient, keep moving, make the right plays, make the right reads, create good offense for us. He's commanding a lot of attention, which is opening up other things for us.
Ian Bagley.
Tom, I guess particularly with Julius going the way he was going early on, but just in general, how big was it to get the production from Obi Toppin that you got tonight?
Well, I think Obi played very well. I thought, Quick didn't shoot well, but overall, both he and Obi and Quick have given us a lot. For two rookies to be playing in these playoff games and doing the things that they're doing, I'm very pleased with them. I think they'll continue to get better. There's a big upside for both guys. They got to continue to work and grow and learn, and both have been terrific all season long from the minute they got here. So I'm very pleased with them. I think the thing you can't overlook is how well Taj played. Taj was a monster in there tonight.
Like Vaccaro.
Tom, what was the mood of the team at halftime? And secondly, how important do you think that first shot that Julius hit to start the third quarter to kind of get him a little bit off the schneid?
Yeah, no, and look, I love this team. There's a great will and determination to them, and obviously we're disappointed with the way we played in the first half, but I knew the second half there would be a great fight, and there was. And I think starting the first 5 minutes, just coming out with energy and sort of get going, and sometimes it's just a couple hustle plays that could get you going. And I think Julius hitting that shot, and Julius is not going to go away. He'll keep coming. He's got great will, he's got great determination, and he's a fighter.